bottoms up, sunshine. Love potion
And
number
we
9.
hailing from the Magic City, transcending Sweden on your aura, Fontini in London, relaxation in Bora Bora, got notion to bring it, sing it. Never been my
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll. And today's starter, Mitch Keller. What do you look for here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Over to first, and a quick out number 1. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
And first offering is fouled off. Keller, 28 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. 0-2 now.
Ball.
Swung on, belted. That one is back. Out of here. He circles the bases. The Cubs strike first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
One run across in the frame so far, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Ground ball right side, and that should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I know that was a ground ball.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
And now, Michael Busch. That's out to center field. Brings it in. And that'll do it. But 2 rounds. It's on. Back here in PNC Park. Getting the nod in this one, Justin Steele.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
And he hits a ground ball right side. In time to Busch. One gone, bottom half of the first. Brian Reynolds here. On the ground. Swanson tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes. Hit hard, that gets through. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. There's a swing and a miss. Hayes off of first with 2 away. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. That is the inning. Pirates leave. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Christopher Morel. The pitch. In the air, center field. Taylor moving under it. And there's 1 down. Now it's Yan Gomes. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one ripped left field. That's back. Banks off the wall. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch.
Runner takes off for third. Lifted in the air, right center field. On the move. Sawinski pulls that one down. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head to the bottom of the second. Digging in, Jack Sawinski. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Steele, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
He was all over that one. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic, so when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great...
Now this one gets through. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
On the ground, 2 ball. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he's in safely at third. A run comes in on the play. Here's the veteran outfielder, Michael A. Taylor. Swings through that.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strike.
Madrigal. Off balance speed, there's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. Liover Peguero, the next Pirate to hit. Lifted in the air, right field. Suzuki makes the grab on the run. They put 2. And we're back onto the third inning. Here's Nico Hoerner.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Bounce to the left side. Zips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Line drive. That's out number 2.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Happ that. In the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning for Cody Bellinger.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And
runner on the move. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
That's towards center. Brings it in for the third out. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's 5-2. Back here in Pittsburgh, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the batter will be the shortstop, O'Neill Cruz. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the third. He swings and fouls one off. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he beats it. He's safe. And at first, and the batter now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. That one ripped. Suzuki going back to the warning track, makes the catch. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Here's a chopper to short. Swanson. They get the force, and that is the inning. So one. Back here at PNC Park, start of the fourth, and here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Hammer, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. No throw, safe at second. Out towards right center field. On the move to the gap. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. And he's in safely at third with one out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Taylor settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tagging and heading for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 6-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Nico Hoerner, the next Cub to hit. Out to short. Boots it. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. The hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on. Reynolds makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Two men left stranded, but they do push across. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jack Suwinski. To the right side, Busch takes it himself, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Up next for the Pirates, Henry Davis. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
3-0 down. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. And they cut into the deficit. It's 6-3. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. This one smoked on its way out of here.
Homer's always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Bush drifts towards it, and it's caught for the out. Here's the second baseman, Liover Peguero. And first offering is fouled off. Peguero measures 6 feet even, 23 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. Inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. And the pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Puts it away for the out. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered in this game. And he grounds one to the right side. Sends it to first. Bellinger is gone, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Ripped to short. In plenty of time to first, and Swanson is set. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the Pirates leadoff man, O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
Ground ball up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Oh, the throw is wild. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Well, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now.
Well struck left field. Happ ranging back on it. Out of here. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 6-6. Just a slow ground ball this time. Swanson fires over to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And now the DH, Andrew McCutchen. That pitch gets the inside corner. And that's strike 1. 2 runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. The next offering misses. And that's ball 1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Oh, he can't hang on. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Henry Davis. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching.
Oh, that got him.
Well, he's kind of backed himself into a corner, and I'm sure starting to feel the pressure right now. We'll see if he can bear down and get out of this one.
Fall off foul. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And that one fouled off. McCutchen at third. Sawinski at second. Davis on at first with 2 now. Sends it across to first. They limit the damage here. Cannonball coming. And we're all even now at 6 apiece. Top of the 6th inning. And now it's going to be Michael Busch. Keller back to work. On the ground right side. To first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Tied at 6. Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And he grounds one back up the middle. It's through for a hit. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably.
He's trying for third. Pitch outside. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
That stolen base right there was all about the jump off the pitcher. He got a nice lead, timed him up perfectly, and was off to the races as soon as that pitcher went home.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. A massive home run. It's 8-6. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And that one finds its way through. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away. And he's got a double.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 10-6. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Stepping in, Seiya Suzuki. In the air, right field. Settles underneath it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And that one is lifted in the air. On the move to the alley. Hauls it in to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. At the plate for Pittsburgh. Liover Peguero. And he deals. Swings through that one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
pitch. Ground ball left side, and it kicks off the base, and that's a fair ball. Throws to second, and that's a leadoff double.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
That one to first. Bush takes it to the bag. One away, bottom of the sixth. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ryan Reynolds. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
The Cubbies leading by 4 here in the bottom of the sixth. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. But no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout. Runners on the corners with one gone. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. On the ground, could be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. A hit. And back here at PNC Park, here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. The pitch. To the right side, Aguero. The throw to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Dansby Swanson stands in. 1 for 3. There's a swing and a drive. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. So man aboard, Michael Bush. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up at RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. A gigantic blast. And they add to their lead. It's 13-6. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Hayes. And Gomes is retired. Here's Nick Madrigal. In the air, left field. Reynolds trying to get there. Nabs it, and that is that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. 7th inning. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom of the inning. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Andrew McCutchen. This one in the air, center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Could be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Sawinski now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. In there at the knees for a strike.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
He's going.
Runner breaks for third. There's a ball. Gomes, great throw. Caught stealing.
That's just a poor decision right there, and I'm sure somebody's going to talk to him when he gets back into the dugout. You have to understand who's at the plate and who's coming up. These are guys that can drive the ball in the gap, hit the ball over the fence. You don't have to worry about being aggressive and trying to get yourself up, especially at third base in that situation. Just doesn't make any sense.
On the ground, Horner. In there safely.
It's just been a disaster for them defensively in this one. You know, you're going to have games where you make an error or two, but 4, just not acceptable at this level. It makes winning the ball game extremely tough when you give that other team extra outs. And I'm sure this coaching staff is grinding their teeth watching them play such a sloppy baseball game right now.
Kicks and deals. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Gomes. Too late for the throw. Safe. In the air, left side. Happ moving under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. And that one pulled foul. Man on second, 2 down. That one fouled off. And a pitch. Here's a high chopper. On to first. And that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Now here is Nico Hoerner. Hit hard on the ground is short. Cruz on to first. 1 up, 1 down. And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. And that's outside. 1-0.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
1 out, bases empty. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Sawinski makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ian Happ up to hit. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first. That ends the frame. Nothing across. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. And now the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger sizing it up. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Liover Peguero, the next Pirate to hit. And a swing and a miss.
It's 0-1.
The Pirates with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The wind and the pitch. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And that one hops the wall. Throws to second. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Left-hand hitter waits. Strike 2.
0-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Man at second. Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. Gomes. Too late with the throw. Safe. Ryan Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. A switch hitter batting right. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Runner from third comes across. Our score 13-7. Ke'Bryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. On the ground to short. And it gets by him. And that keeps the inning alive.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
2 outs. Fouled off left side. And the pitch. Hard hit left side. In time to Bush. That ends the inning and stop. All set to start the ninth in this one. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Cody Bellinger. And a pitch. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Bounced up the middle. Aguero. No chance to get him. Safe at first easily.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing.
2 gone. Here's Yan Gomes. Up the middle. Cruz. Swing. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. On last chance for the home team. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Ripped to short. Throws across the diamond. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. These 2 outs. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Hector Neris.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here comes a pitch. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. So they're down to their final out. And now the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. In the air out towards right center. Bellinger on his way over. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs slug their way to a win in this one. 14-7 at the end of this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shump.
Tengo 0 estrés, solo siento paz, todos los días son domingo, increíble lo que hace, solo un poco de trabajo y fe, lo conseguí, se me dio, la vida al fin tomó color, vida al palo, buena paga, lo conseguí, se me dio, la vida al fin tomó color. Vida al palo, buena paga. Volándome, conociéndome, cada día más poco haciéndome. Cielo azul, miro despertándome. Me siento bien, mamá está bien. Ambición y fe me trajeron fame. Compré un auto con plata que no robé. Lo que antes era un lujo hoy en día es un vuelto. Es un sueño oscuro que estoy despierto. Soy como Ginóbili cuando encesto. Banda de rote butando un cemento. Soy un diamante sudamericano. Hice mi money con americano. Me río porque lo logramos. Estudio negocio, José, hoy estamos. Llevamos de viaje al flow y con él pasamos el peso del carrion. Baby, el mono me pide stop. Nadie llegó tan alto en el top. Lo conseguí, se me dio. La vida al fin tomó color. Vida al palo, buena paga. Solo tengo una vida y la vivo como quiero porque quiero hasta que me toque morir. Y si la gente no le gusta, que me importa que vivan sus vidas, que la mía yo la voy a vivir. Fueron muchas bajas, pero el proceso lo gozamos. Aquí no hay vibra mala, si lo sentimos fiel nos vamos. Cero doble cara, aquí solo somos hermanos. Mi team está tan que hasta cuando perdemos ganamos. Ey, nadie tiene el poder del cielo. Con mi día no me van a sacar de carril, seguimos la vía. El sol está afuera y el cielo a su lado. Buen día, me siento bendecido y afortunado.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. For the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. as he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. High in the air, out to right. Soto puts it away for the out, and there's one down. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. On the ground to the left. Throw on to Rizzo, and Albies is retired. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Clobbered to right field, way back. They go back-to-back, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. LeMahieu gets it to first. And that is the inning. But 2 rounds. We go to the bottom of the first. DJ LeMahieu to start things off. And here it comes. That one hit to right. And Acuna able to make the grab. 1 away. Here comes Aaron Judge. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
1 out, base is empty. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Here's Juan Soto, and he can't come up with it. So 2 down. Now Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
On the ground right side. And it gets by him. And that extends the inning. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
And with that kind of power at the plate, they'll gladly take the single to the opposite field.
First and third, 2 away. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. And a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Ground ball right side. And that's just foul. Strider, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that's certain. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire. Top of the second. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Foul ball there. This one lifted in the air, left field, and it falls. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Sean Murphy. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. No outs. Runner on second. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. There's a ball.
Rio.
Pitch in for a strike. And now the lefty. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Judge has it sized up. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 3-zip.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Adam Duvall stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great work.
Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ronald Acuna Jr. That one's in there. Strike one. And a curve is down and in. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strikes.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Just missed.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Too late. He's safe. It's a double steal. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Just missed. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 6-0. He's in there.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Austin Riley. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Four hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Matt Olson. Runner on the go. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
High throw may have made the difference right there. It's kind of hard to say, though. It's a little tougher for a catcher with a left-handed hitter in the box, and that hitter does not have to move at all to help you out. He just got under the throw, and it took off on him a little bit.
Runner on the go again. Wide throw, and it gets away. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And in comes the runner from second to score. A big mistake there.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple. And then that error allows a run to score. And this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Soto moving back for it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Marcell Ozuna. Hard hit to third. Gets it to first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that. 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. And the right-hander back to work. Gleyber Torres, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Bounced out to short. Arcia whips it to first. And Gleyber Torres retired. Here's Alex Verdugo. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So up next, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a miss.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
The punch out there, and 2 away now. Man at first. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Back for more from the Bronx. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but
oh, that ball drilled back up the box and nailed the pitcher. Not in time. He legs it out. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem. Safe at first as they can't make the play. One down. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Runners on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Safe, and it's a double steal. Hard hit right side. Gathers and throws to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. So the lineup flips over. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
This to third. Throw on to Rizzo. And Acuna retired. Back at Yankee Stadium as we go to the last of the third. Down the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Acuna there. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Hit hard on the ground to short. Zips it across. Judge out on the play. 2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto now. First offering, and it just misses.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
That's in there. Strike one.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And the right-hander deals. Hard ground ball, base down. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Hard hit left side. They take the force out. That's the inning. The Yanks lead one. As we go to the top of the fourth. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And first offering is fouled off. Saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
And there's a ball.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Whips it across. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Here's a big power threat. Austin Riley. Comebacker to the mound. Over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Matt Olson. That one hammered, but pulled foul. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Left-hand batter waits. Headed towards the corner. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
The pitch. He's trying for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
2 outs. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Good solid contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
This looks like extra bases. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 10-0. He's not stopping on his way home. Safe at home is 2 score on the inside the park homer.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the walk. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound. Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny Murphy." Now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Runner on the go. Chop to third. LeMahieu. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So 2 on with 2 away. Adam Duvall at the plate. Double steal. In the air, left field. Verdugo gets under it. Squeezes it. And that is that. Back in the Bronx, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Anthony Rizzo. The wind of the pitch. Out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the catch for the out.
The batter, the second baseman, Gleyber.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Grounded out his first time. That one back up the middle and it gets through. Man at first with one gone. Alex Verdugo getting ready to hit. Ripped, but it curls foul.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended. That ends the inning, so we take a break. One left for the Yankees. They trail in this one 11-0. Back at Yankee Stadium. New inning getting started. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. The wind to kick the pitch. That one way inside.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Judge makes the grab, one down. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike one. Acuna in 2023 with about as impressive a power speed combination season as we have ever seen. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. The Braves always liked Acuna, but consider for a second he was signed for $100,000 in 2014 out of Venezuela. So they liked him, but he wasn't some monster prospect. He ended up growing into one of the top young prospects in all of baseball. One down, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Pulls that one foul. The Braves up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
2 outs. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. That was blasted to the moon. His second.